Welcome to You Are Not Alone. This is a safe place to explore all things spiritual and beyond. I am spiritual medium Erica Gabriel. Hello. Welcome back to You Are Not Alone. How is everyone? It is bright and early here. I'm recording before 9 a.m. I feel like that's impressive. It's a Monday morning. It's before 9 a.m. I'm very proud of myself, but I'm excited to record this podcast. This episode, I should say, is about change. And we need to discuss this. We need to discuss evolution, our personal evolution and change. But how are you guys doing? It's fall here, so you might be listening to this in real time or listening to this later, but it's fall and it's so beautiful and cozy. And I always have this like impending doom in fall. Are you guys like this too? Because I know what's to come and it's something called winter. And I'm not a winter person. And I'm just like, is it true that the next time I'm going to feel sun on my face is next summer? How can that be? I need to go away somewhere. So then I become obsessed with traveling. Do you guys do this too? I know that sounds super, I don't know, annoying. Like these are quality problems, but I don't know if I'm going away at all this winter. So all I do is like lay and secretly scheme about how I'm going to get us all to the sun this winter. And that's my fall. My fall is dreaming about vacation, even though I love fall. So I'm working on just being in the moment, just being here, being in the moment, just enjoying the beautiful leaves. And it is very, very gorgeous out. But thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. More and more of you are. And it's such a joy to be with you and hear your feedback. A lot of people that find me now are finding me through the podcast. So it used to be much more like the PR that I was doing, like any articles I was doing or things like that. That's really where people would find me. And now a lot of it is the podcast. I'm like, are you sure? You listen to my podcast? Like I've been stopped on the street. People are like, oh my gosh, like you have the podcast. And I'm like, you listen to my podcast? I know that sounds so self-deprecating, you guys. I know I don't mean to be that way. I love this podcast. I love what I put out. I love the things we talk about. I think they're so important. Um, but it's just funny because again, like right now I am wearing a sweater. If you watch this on YouTube, you can see it's a sweater that says love across the top. My Yankees hat because my roots are horrific. And pajama pants. You know what I mean? Like full on pajama pants. And I'm like, are you guys listening to like I'm just sitting in my house. But I think what's happening is that we're all just being more spiritual in a way. We're all searching more. We're all looking up, right? We're looking to God. We're looking within ourselves. We're looking to feel better. We're looking to connect. This world is so effing disconnected. We're just in our own little worlds. I went to New York City. It's like people have in earpods and they're looking down at their phone. That's it. It used to be you would go, people are checking each other out, like chatting, get the fuck out of my way. I'm walking here, like all of this. No one's looking at each other. We're all very isolated. We're all in our own worlds, and I'm not judging that. I'm on my phone so much, but it's very, very isolating, this world. And we need to lift our heads out of our phones and be like, what am I doing here? Why am I here? Personally, I'm getting very distracted. I'm getting very distracted from my purpose sometimes because I'm looking at my phone or watching some dumb shit. You know what I mean? That means nothing. It's an escape. It's a numbing. It's a numbing. And what happens is then we come out of our little phone coma or whatever, and we're like, oh, I haven't processed my feelings or my emotions. So, it makes sense that, these conversations and what we're talking about is very helpful. It makes sense. So it's not that I don't think that this is a great podcast. It just takes me by surprise. I'm like, oh my God, thanks for listening. Great. Um, so I love that. So thanks for listening. So if you like this podcast, please go and rate it. That's all I really need in exchange. Just rate the podcast. Whatever platform you're listening to this on, there is a rating system. You can hit, stars. Leave me a message. Write me a review. Please be nice if possible. That really, really helps. And share these podcasts. Also, make sure you're following me at Spiritual Medium Erica, Erika, because I do all kinds of cool shit on there. Lives, I give you guys updates and things like that. Okay. So this episode of the podcast is about changing. I want to know how many of you have been, quote, accused of changing. You've changed. You never used to be like that. Oh, you're into that now? Oh, you do that now, but I thought you were this. Has anyone ever been accused of that? Changing in like a negative connotation, a negative way? I know I have. I mean, I have throughout my life, haven't you guys? Oh, you've changed. Or have you ever changed and hid it because you didn't want judgment, which I totally get, by the way, as well. So, what I've noticed is that at every single big phase of life, people have fallen off, right? So, like, I'm going to make up something. I'm going to make up little scenarios here. So, it's like you had a bunch of friends and you were all single, and then, you meet someone and they're like, "Oh, you're not the same anymore. You have someone. Bye." You change your careers. It's like, I thought you were a lawyer, like, and now you wanna, like, start a jewelry company, like, you've changed, like, who are you? You know what I mean? Um, it can be very negative for people, or I think a lot of people lose people and get accused of changing when they get married, when they have a child, there's all different phases of our life where we can see, wow, like, they fell off because I, quote, "changed," right? And it happens, and that's okay. Not everyone is supposed to ride together for life. We've talked about this reason, season, lifetime. You can really look at people in your life and say, wow, that person came into my life for a reason, or that person really came into my life for a season, my singles season, my college season. It doesn't have to be something negative that you don't, connect anymore. And then you have lifetime people that just ride with you through your whole life. It's like my best friend Priya. Like, we've been together since we were 9 years old. We are so fucking different, you guys. We're such different people. Um, our hearts are very connected. Our hearts are very similar. We have a lot of similarities, but we're very different people. And we've only, gotten more and more different as we got older. And that has bonded us too, because we're just, we're soulmates and we've ridden together for life. I mean, gosh, it's going to be over 30 years of friendship. So you have those people. And so you can identify that, like, who's reason, who's season, who's lifetime. Okay. So that happens. And people are like, wow, you've changed. So this sparked within me for two folds. One, and where this is all leading, I promise, is when you are going, obviously, we're going to bring it here to spiritual changes, to spiritual awakenings, to spiritual shifts. So I want to talk about that and what that looks like for you and for others when you are shifting spiritually, because a lot of people are scared to reveal themselves and reveal that they've had a spiritual awakening or reveal that they've changed. I talk to you guys about it. Like, no one in my community is going to understand this, or I'm in a very religious community. They're not going to get this, or all kinds of things. My spouse doesn't understand this. So I want to talk about spiritual shifts and changes. And I also got sparked because I was at a dinner, such a lovely dinner. And I was talking with the host at the dinner, and we were talking about, I'm trying to omit names and specific brands and stuff like that, because I don't think that's fair. We were talking about hosting something, like on camera hosting. And she mentioned that she had gotten interest about this certain company to on camera host for them. Let's do that. And I'm like, oh my God, like, that's literally like my alter ego. Do you guys have alter egos? Or is it just me? I have 2 alter egos. Actually, they kind of blend, but one of my alter egos, is a hairdresser in Philly. Her name is Joni. It's a weird thing about me. Ever since I was little, I would always play beauty salon with my mom and sisters. I would force them to sit in a row. I would do their hair, and I was a child actor, and I loved to create characters. And every time we would do it, I had a character and her name was Joni, and she was a hairdresser, and I love Joni. Joni's amazing. She just comes out of me. Um, she's adorable. She has very long nails. She likes a nice, good tuna fish sandwich for lunch. You know what I mean? She's got a thick New York Philly accent. She's awesome. Love Joni. And so I have this alter ego named Joni. So I've been privy to alter egos ever since I was little. Again, child actor, guys. So work with me. But I think everyone kind of does, like, have different parts of themselves. They don't have to be alter ego, but just totally different parts of themselves that may not look like each other, you know? Um, but I also have this alter ego. I don't know how alter it is. Actually, this is so dumb. I'm like hosting a podcast. I'm like, I have an alter ego that likes to host things. But the hosting that we were talking about was not a spiritual hosting. It was a different kind of hosting for a company. I'll just say that sells things. Okay. And I was like, oh my God, that's my alter ego, like, is literally like wants to host there. And it made me reflect so much that if I completely did a 180 and just started hosting on some random show that had nothing to do with spirituality, how weird that would be. How weird that would be for everyone that knows me. It's like, you're a spiritual medium. You've been doing readings and doing spiritual teachings for 18 years. And now, like, you're going to go host like a sales show. Like, what? That is so weird. You know what I mean? And how much that would make me pause and be like, fear of judgment for having other components to my person. You know what I mean? And how weird that would be to have people say, well, you really weren't the other thing then. You really weren't that. Right. And how much others' judgments can hinder our growth or hinder changing, evolving, coming into different parts of ourselves, allowing ourselves to, you know, kind of flourish and let other parts of our psyche and other parts come out. So I know that really paused me, you know. So it was something interesting really thinking about that. How do you allow yourself to evolve, grow, change, explore, experiment, all different parts of yourself because it's your life and not completely be hooked up on other people's perception? You know what I mean? What other people think about your evolvement, your change, or the other aspects to you. I mean, me hosting something is not that fucking random, right? But like, it was just kind of made me think about it. Is there growth that you are hindering in your life due to fear of judgment, fear of being called a phony, fear of, other people talking about you or not supporting you? Are there things that are blocking you? Or excuse me, are you blocking yourself, I should say? And sometimes it's not always clear. It's like, no, I'm not blocking myself. That's just not me. And I'm like, but is it? Is it you? What if what if I told you every single person would go, "Holy shit, that's awesome. Amazing. Yes, look at you growing. Look at you changing." You know what I mean? If I could guarantee every single person in your life would say that, what would you be doing? I was looking at this girl's Instagram. I don't follow her anymore. She like had a show um called Monica the Medium or something like that. She was like in college. She was like a college medium. And I don't know what caught my eye. I should look at my Instagram. I don't follow her anymore. This was like, I mean, a while ago. I should look back, like a year ago, 2 years ago. I don't know. I truly don't know. Do I follow this girl? Or she like went off Instagram or something like that. Monica the Medium. Do you guys remember that show? It was a long time ago. Monica the Medium. I'm going to look her up right now, like in real time. Here we go. Oh, here she is. Okay, so I do not follow her. Monica the Medium. Yes. Okay, interesting. I don't know what she's doing now, but there was um I guess this was years ago or whatever. She went on her Instagram and was just like, "Hey, like, I just want to let everyone know I am a singer now. I am a singer now." And she posted like a video of herself singing and then like went off Instagram because she was like, people are going to judge me so harshly for this. You know what I mean? And it just struck me. And it's just like, wow, like, you have to like deactivate your account because you're so worried like people are going to be so mean. And I got that. I'm not judging her at all. I mean, she's a very public figure. Let's see. She's got, see how many people can hate on her here. Hold on. Let me go back. She's got 84,000 followers. You know what I mean? So I think she just, didn't want people to be like, what the hell is wrong with you? You're a medium, you're not a singer. So it looks like she's active now. Again, I haven't been on this in like a year or something more. Anyway, I thought that kind of hit me and that was very interesting. So, for you guys, what are you looking to evolve into? What are you looking to add into your life? What are you looking to change, to grow, to flourish, to blossom that you may be keeping under wraps for fear of judgment? By the way, no judgment if you are. Very, very normal. Totally get it. Thought about it literally. When was that? Saturday night. It's Monday. Saturday night, I was just like, oh my God, can you imagine if I hosted something? People are like, what the hell is up with the Erica the medium, Anyway, so the thing is that this happens in ways that aren't as obvious, right? So here's the part where spirituality comes in. Those are very specific examples. I got married, I had a baby, I switched jobs, I evolved into, letting another part of myself flourish. There are other ways that this is going on for people, and this is spiritually. So people are having spiritual shifts or awakening and don't feel like they can tell anyone, don't feel like anyone will understand, are scared of judgment. I hear this a lot from people that are in very religious communities, where they're like, wow, like I still love God, or I still love Jesus, or I still love this person, but I don't believe in this religion. I'm feeling more spiritual. I'm feeling more aware. I'm feeling my intuition. I'm listening to your podcast, Erica, or whatever it may be, and they're scared because they truly think they're going to be rejected for changing and evolving, and they feel like they can't tell anyone. So this is happening. And, it's also happening where, our perception is changing, our spiritual life is changing. And when our spiritual life is changing, we do change. But here's the key: we have to change, we have to grow. We cannot just stay stagnant. We have to grow. So, within that is giving other people grace that are changing and growing, giving ourselves grace that are changing and growing, being supportive to others that are changing and growing. And I think also too, what I'm seeing is like when we start to wake up spiritually, we can sometimes turn on other people because we're like, I am seeing this. This is amazing. I am seeing through the veil, right? I'm having a spiritual awakening, and these other people in my life are asleep. So I need to preach to them about the good word of spirit. You know what I mean? And people are like, whoa, like you're going over the top here. And then we go, see, they don't understand. See, I can't change. And it's like, no, you can't put your spiritual growth on someone else. People grow at their own rate. And it's okay that someone doesn't completely understand every single thing you're going through. That's between you and you and you and God. Get closer to God and all will be well. And of course, we want people to see us and understand us, but people go through their evolvement and their changes and their flourishing, their blossoming, their understandings at different times. We can't be mad at people that aren't growing at our rate or even growing in our direction. You can still have friends that you love that don't fully understand you. I have tons of non-spiritual friends. Tons. And they say shit to me. I'm like, wow, you really have no idea what I actually do you? You know what I mean? And it's fine. It's totally fine. I have friends that are, extreme Catholic, and I'm like, don't get it at all. don't get it. And that's okay. Love ya. Love that for you, honey. You know what I mean? It's okay. Or else you become really annoying. Let me tell you a little story about a super fucking annoying couple. Are you ready? This couple was named Jeremy Gabriel and Erica Gabriel. Jeremy Gabriel was an actor who worked at nights. Erica Gabriel worked at a very fancy store on a very fancy street in Los Angeles with hours. I think they were like 11 to 7 or something. So had a lot of time. They decided while they were dating to take up yoga. Yes, yoga. They became addicted to yoga and went to yoga between 6 and 7 days a week together, 2 90-minute classes. They even did two 90-minute classes in a day sometimes, and they became completely obsessed with yoga. Now, this is Los Angeles. This is deep California yoga. I'm sure wherever you are, it's dope yoga too. It's just very intense in California. Best yoga I've ever done in my life. Not saying it's better than anyone else's, but I have never, ever been to classes that parallel or rival, excuse me, these classes that we were into. They were amazing, literally amazing. And we were just in. We were so in, and we were just amazing. I mean, the back bends I was doing, the like just we're just so happy. We were so happy doing yoga. And then we'd go home and we'd make food and we'd have yoga sex, like, open and spiritual. We're like, we feel so good after yoga. And then we'd have sex and go for walks in nature and make vegan food. And like, we were just in. I mean, doesn't that sound awesome? I'm like, I could use a weekend like that. But we were just so on fire from doing yoga. We were just so happy. And we were happy together and we just loved it. We loved how we felt and we loved the breath and we loved the energy and the feeling, and our bodies were strong and amazing. And we used to go over to our best friend's house, our best friends in LA, Kevin and Kim. We'd be like, hey guys, we just did yoga. Like, how do you guys not do yoga? Like, it's life changing. How do you not do it? It's so great. Like, your life is going to change and like you're going to open. Like, we would constantly be talking about it and like trying to get them to do yoga. And they were like, nope, we're good. Like, we're good. Like, do you guys want to drink? Like, you know what I mean? Because that's not for us. Like, they're just living their life. They're not trying to do exactly what we're doing. And we were that. Excuse me. Jeremy and Erica are me and my husband, if you hadn't guessed. We were so annoying, you guys. Like, they're still our best friends. Like, I'm shocked they still love us. We were so annoying and trying to put this like physical, spiritual bonding awakening on them. It's annoying. You can't force people to go where you're going. By the way, they're amazing and spiritual in their own way. And they did do yoga later in life. But like, you can't do that to people. You can definitely tell people your experience and what you're going through. And if they judge you, then they judge you. But you can't force it. You cannot force people to go where you are spiritually. It's kind of like when someone brings me like an album, they're like, you have to listen to this album. It is the best album. It will change your life. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'll listen to it when I can. I don't want to be pushed into having these moments. So, if you are going through your change and your awakening, it's okay if not everyone is in the same place that you are. It's okay that they don't get it or that they're not doing it with you. Find the people that are, find your people that understand. But the idea is if you are growing, good for you. If you're changing, good for you. If you're letting different parts of who you are and your soul and your experience come out, good for you. If you're waking up, if you're seeing spirituality in a different way, good for you. Grow. Do not let your fear of others or lack of others' understanding stifle you. You are only you once. You only get to be you once. Let it rip. Let it shine. Go for it. It doesn't mean who you were was wrong or fake or not real. It means you're changing and you're growing. That being said, you will lose people. That's just how it goes. I heard this story. I think it was Tyler Perry. I'm not like a huge Tyler Perry person, but I saw him. It may not have been him, but I'm thinking it's Tyler Perry. And he was talking about this idea that when they shoot a rocket into space, there are two like compulsion rockets or something they're called. So there's a main rocket and then there's two side rockets that are on either side of the big rocket. And it all kind of takes off together, explodes together. And the two side rockets are riding with that rocket. They're going at the same speed. They're riding with it. They're helping it. And then at a certain part of that atmosphere, those two side rockets are not built for that atmosphere that the big rocket is going. And they break off and disintegrate or explode. They cannot go where that big rocket is going. They're not meant for it. They were meant to help that rocket for a time. And I truly believe that I have been that for people, the side bitch, the side rocket. I'm just the support system. I'm just the supporting rocket. I'm not going where you're going. I'm your supporting rocket for this time. And then you're going to a different atmosphere and I can't go there with you. And I know I've had people, oh my gosh, that for me, I'm your side rocket. I'm not going to the level atmosphere that you're going. And it doesn't mean just going to somewhere better. It's somewhere that their soul is evolving. Sometimes good, sometimes bad, and that's going to happen. You're going to have side rockets that are going to go, wow, you work with spirit or you're, into spirit guides or you're into whatever it may be. Like, I'm not going there. I'm not going to that atmosphere and it's okay. And it doesn't have to be ugly or dark or bad. And it doesn't have to hinder you from growing into the person that you are flourishing and growing into. I saw a great meme the other day and it's a butterfly and then a caterpillar. And the caterpillar says to the butterfly, wow, you've changed. And the butterfly says, yeah, we're supposed to. You're supposed to grow. You're supposed to change. Let it go. Let yourself go. It's okay. That's what I wanted to talk about. I'm thinking of you all very much. Every single person that listens to this podcast, I feel your energy. I'm with you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for following. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for rating. Thank you for your positivity. This is a very, very special community. Very special community. And I appreciate you wholeheartedly. Wholeheartedly. But at the end of the day, guys, if you take nothing away from this episode, just take with you that you are not alone. You are supported. There are many more people out there that are going through transition, change, spiritual awakening. Look at this podcast. Look at how many people listen to this podcast. We're in this together and you are not alone. Your angels are with you, your guides, your ancestors. So much is being done on your behalf that you can't even see. Tune into your own spirit, tune into your own heart, and that's where you'll find your answers. God bless you all. We'll talk soon. DM me. Take good care. God bless. We'll see you soon. More to come.